Hey guys, welcome to another Toy Tune Podcast toy video. This time we're talking about a really cool toy that I had back in the late 70s. Came out late 70s, early 80s. Pretty sure it was the late 70s. It was made by a toy company called Kusan Toys, who also make electric trains as well. It was based out of Nashville, Tennessee. American toy company. Imagine that. Pretty cool. The toy I'm talking about is the Sonic Fazer from Kusan Toys. This was an awesome science fiction themed weapon in my collection. What was neat about it is it had multiple sound effects that you could play by sliding this little lever across right here. Had a speaker here in the front, little LED here in the back that would light up when you pull the trigger. It was actually a pretty cool little science fiction toy gun. I had a lot of these kind of guns in my toy collection. Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars. I even had a Logan's Run gun that was made for me by my dad. That was pretty cool. But anyway, let's take a closer look at this toy. Give it a try. Alright, there's Kusan's Sonic Fazer. Pretty awesome toy. I loved this thing growing up. It's really cool. This is not my original. This is one I found at a antique store recently. But if you look on the other side of this gun, right here in the barrel, you can see number 68, manufactured by Kusan Toys, Nashville, Tennessee. That is awesome. I love Kusan as a toy company. I had a lot of their toys, like the little gravity racetrack I showed in an earlier video, the Grand Prix set. They had a bunch of toys that they made in Nashville. This is one of the neatest ones I had in my collection back then. I loved electronic science fiction toys, in particular the sci-fi weapons. You know, I had the Battlestar Galactica gun. I had a Logan's Run gun that my dad made me that was electronic. That was really cool. Of course, I had the Star Wars guns. I had a set of Star Trek phasers that would battle each other. Pretty cool. And then I had this. This I got for Christmas one year. And I absolutely fell in love with it, mainly because it makes all these different sound effects. It's pretty cool. Now, this is a later version of the gun. The earlier version, the one that I got originally, when you switch it to amplify, you actually would talk into a speaker on the back, little speaker, microphone. That would be right here. This one doesn't have it. And it would actually amplify your voice out the front of the gun. The speaker's right here. And some of the things I used to like to do was cause feedback loops by cupping my hand over the microphone. And it'll make some really horrendous shrieking noises coming out of the barrel. It would drive my parents insane. Such good times. So much fun. So now with Amplify, they've got a different sound effect in there. So now we have 5 different sound effects that we can play. So the first one we'll look at is Radiate. Well, wait a minute. I got to put a battery in it first, dummy. Battery goes in right here. You got to use a coin to open it up. I'm going to use my little 100 yen Space Invader coin here. Pop open the little door. And pull out the little 9-volt plug. So we plug it in. Now this was always a pain to get the battery into this crazy thing. I discovered when I was younger, if I just held it straight up and down like this, it would go in just almost like a gun clip. Matter of fact, that's what I used to pretend it was a clip for my gun back then. I know, I'm strange. So now we got it stuck in there. Now we'll switch it back to Radiate. And then we'll pull the trigger. Sounds like a siren. Of course, when you pull the trigger, the little LED lights up in the back, which is kind of cool. So the next sound effect we have is Ion Transport. Try that one out. This is my favorite sound effect this gun makes. I love that sound effect. That is so cool. Next one is Antigravity. That's kind of cool. Almost sounds like the saucer from Space Invaders flying across. Oh, that's pretty cool. Then we have Mass Invert. That's a neat sound effect. And of course Amplify, which is no longer a microphone but a whole new sound effect in the later guns. That sounds like the little ship from Asteroids. It's awesome. Pretty cool. Pretty neat toy gun. Like I said, I had a whole collection of these things. I even had a holster I made for this type of gun. Used to wear on my pant leg. This one I used to use to play, Battlestar Galactica. It kind of reminds me of the gun from Battlestar Galactica. It's pretty awesome gun. I love these old electronic toys. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, there was a lot of cool electronic toys they made. And I was really into the sci-fi weapons. Thought they were the neatest things. But anyway, I'm rambling. Do any of you guys have a Kusan Sonic Fazer? If you did, comment down below. What kind of memories do you have of this toy? I'd like to hear and read some of your comments about it. Anyway, as always, everyone, thanks for watching.
Oh boy!
Hey, there's Hasbro! Hasbro makes toys! What's new, Hasbro?
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Remember, you can tell it's Mattel. It's
Okay, let them go. Some of the great SSP racers for 72.
M-A-R-X spells Mark, world's largest toy maker.
remember, every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls. And remember, if it isn't Duncan,
See what mass invert does. Oh!